Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. And before starting the question, I must let you know one thing. There is one announcement that Aspire for Agriculture test series has started, and it has started from yesterday only, and few seats are still left. So if you want to join, you can join by messaging on WhatsApp number 77818 33 440. You can message on this WhatsApp number if you want to join. There will be 14 tests, in which 8 will be of sectional syllabus and 6 will be full test. So if you want to join, you can message here. Now let's move to the question. So the question is, explain the different types of farming and discuss the factors affecting types of farming. So there are two parts in the question, and questions like this have been asked before also, and I will let you know that integrated farming system, various type of farming systems should be known to you, different types of farming should be known to you, factors affecting different types of farmings should be known to you, because all these have been asked previously various times, and there are high chances that these questions will be asked in future also. So let's start the answer. So you can introduce some data by writing some kind of farming. For example, you can also write about transition of farming in India. For example, you can know that before independence, or you can say before Green Revolution phase. Before Green Revolution phase, the farming types of farming in India were completely different. But after Green Revolution, it has hugely changed. Now we have shifted towards commercial and intensive farmings, although it's not complete in every part of India, but still various places we are shifting towards commercial and intensive farming. And with time, after Green Revolution, this was happening, and post 2010, okay, now high thrust is on different types of farming which are not that harmful to the ecology and environment, such as sustainable farming, organic farming, zero budget natural farming. So all these things are now rising. So you can give this kind of transitions about different kinds of farming in India, and you can introduce your answer. Now let's move to the body of the question, that is different types of farming. So types of farming. Types of farming. So first one is on the basis of crops grown. On basis of crops grown. So first of all, it could be arable farming. Arable farming, that is, here we are only growing crops. Okay, it could be pastoral farming. Pastoral farming, here we are generally, look, arable is focused on crops, and in pastoral, or you can say in crops grown, or factors of production, kind of what kind of things we are producing, either we are producing crops, either we are dependent on animals. So this is on the basis, this is the first basis. Second one could be the pastoral farming. Here we can focus on animal, that yeah, we are keeping animal, and for animal we are growing fodder crops, growing fodder crops on which animal can feed. Third one is mixed farming. That is, here we are focusing both on crops also plus animal also. That is, we are farming both simultaneously. Okay. Next one is, although a growing term now, organic farming. Here we are focusing on environmental friendly crops. Environmental friendly farming systems. That is, we are not using any kind of chemicals. Chemicals are not used. Intensive agriculture rearing is not used. Intensive animal rearing is not used, because intensive animal rearing is also not good for the environment. So this is on the first basis. Second one is on the basis of commerciality. That is, either we are growing the crops for commercial basis or subsistence basis. So this is the second type. So in second type, the first one is subsistence farming. That is, here we are producing for self consumption. Okay, producing for self consumption. That is, we are not expecting to sell. Okay, no sale. So this is subsistence farming. Second one is commercial farming. Here, the main focus of our farming is to sell or to make profit. That is, sell crops and animals, sell crops and animals to make profit. And third here is intermediate farming. That is, here our aim is both for self consumption also, plus to make profit also, plus market, or you can say to make profit also. So here we have both the factors included. That is, we are also producing for self consumption, we are consuming also, and the remaining things are sold in the market also, and profit is gained also. So this is the next type of farming. Now third one is on the basis of inputs used. Third type is on basis of inputs used. So on basis of on basis of inputs, we have got two types of farming. First one is the intensive farming. That is, high inputs are used here. Here high inputs of money, labor, technology, everything is used. High inputs, huge amount of fertilizers. So here our also aim, you can say, is commerciality, that we have to sell. We have to produce more and sell. And second one is extensive farming. Here low inputs are used. Low amount of inputs. Okay, we have large tract of lands here. The outputs per hectare are low, but in intensive, the outputs per hectare per hectare is very high. Here the output per hectare is very high, and here the output per hectare is low. That is, productivity is here high, and here in extensive the productivity is low. In intensive the productivity is high. So this is the third basis. Now the fourth one is on basis of settlement. Okay, on basis of settlement. On basis of settlement, also we have two types. First one is the sedentary one. Here the settlement is permanent. That is, we have settled at one place. Suppose we are in a village, we have settled there, we have fields there, and we are farming there. Second one is nomadic farming. Here we are not settling to any place. Okay, farmers move around looking for fresh pastures, fresh plots of land. For example, shifting cultivation. You have heard about shifting cultivation. This will be in this only. Okay, nomadic herding you have heard about. So in all these things, we are not settling at a place, and we are moving, keeping changing our lands, keep changing our fields, keep changing our places of settlement. So this is nomadic. So these are the various types of farming on basis of various things, and I hope you understand this. And this was the first part of the question. Now let's move to the second part of the question. The second part of the question is factors affecting types of farming. So what are the factors that are affecting types of farming? So we will look at those factors. Obviously, the first factor would be climate. Climate has a huge role in types of farming, because obviously our farming depends on temperature, rainfall, everything, and all these things have a huge say. Okay, so climate is a huge factor. Secondly, soil quality. Obviously, agriculture is directly dependent on soil. So each, what is the soil type? Okay, how is the soil fertility? How is the impact of irrigation on soil, or how is the drainage? So all these things have a effect there of various types of farming. Okay, topography is another factor. I think these are easy points, and I think you should understand it easily. Topography, various types of landscapes, elevations, slopes. Okay, Different types of landscapes will have different types of farming. So topography is another factor. Next, economic factor plays important role. Economic factors. These economic factors could be market, because suppose the demand of market is of one crop, so obviously we will grow that crop. So demand, availability of capital. If we have high capital available, obviously we will go for intensive farming, we will produce more. But if the capital available to us is low, we will go for some substance farming for our consumption only. Okay, cost of inputs, all these things have influence of farming. Okay, number 5 is technology. Obviously excess of technology will affect our farming. Either we are using machinery or not, we have access to biotechnology or not, either we are having proper connections with researchers, farm scientists or not. So all these things play a very important role. I am not explaining these things in various detail, because I think you all know these things, and these are all simple ones. Cultural practices also have effect on farming. Cultural practices, okay, there are various traditions in various areas, various parts of, especially in, you can also observe this in India, because suppose Sikhism. So Sikhism do not promote the cultivation of tobacco. Okay, when you go to Islam, it doesn't promote piggery. So like this, every religion has a cultural taboo present in their religion. In Hinduism also there are various cultural taboos. We do not promote to go for something such as tobacco and other things. Although some farmers grow this, but generally it is not promoted. I am just trying to say. So cultural practices has a role to play. There are various government policies which has a role to play. For example, here you can give MSP. All MSP highly impacts our choice of which crop to grow or which crop to not grow. There are various types of regulations of government. Government can regulate the crop production. Government can provide subsidies to some crops. For example, in various states, you are seeing that government is providing subsidies for dairy farming, fishery, other things. So all these have impact. Water availability, obviously, without irrigation, agriculture is impossible. So you cannot grow a water intensive crop in arid area. So water availability also is a factor. Market access, although we have discussed, I think market, but you can write here. Market access, economic factors, we have discussed it, but yes, you can write here also. Market access, what is the demand of market? Suppose the market is demanding certain kind of crops, obviously we will focus on that crop. Last, labor availability can also affect our farming, because suppose there is a labor intensive farming. Okay, suppose we have to grow sugarcane, so obviously sugarcane is labor intensive farming, so we need labor requirement. Suppose we are growing for subsistence, there is no that amount of labor needed. So all these factors play important role on farming, and besides the types of farming. So I hope you understand these factors. There are more also, but I think 10 factors are more than enough. So that is all for today's question, and here you can conclude as per your, okay, conclusion is on you how you conclude, but you should try to comment your conclusions and comment your extra points you want to add, because that will help us to know what you are thinking, and you will also retain these things. Suppose you are commenting a certain point, you will remember that point for long, so that is also helpful. So I hope you understand how to approach this answer. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you. Please do join test series if you are interested. Thank you.